Hello everyone, welcome to Red Shikshan Sanstha's Western Region English Medium Schools. Today we are going to study subject Science and Technology Part 1. Lesson name, lesson number 3, Chemical Reactions and Equations, Standard 10, video number 13. Now we are see the revision. The number of atoms of the element in the reactants in the equation is same as the number of atoms of those elements in the products. Such an equation is called a balanced equation. If the number of atoms of each element is not the same on the two sides of an equation, it is called as an unbalanced equation. In any reaction, the total mass of each of the element in the reactants is same as the total mass of each of the respective element in the products. Steps in balancing a chemical reaction. A chemical equation is balanced step by step. A trial and error method is used for this purpose. Step 1. Sodium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid, then the formation of sodium sulfate plus water. This is the word equation. Write the chemical equation from the given word equation. Here the chemical equation is NaOH plus H2SO4, then the formation of Na2SO4 plus H2O. Step 2. Check whether the equation 10 is balanced or not by comparing the number of atoms of the various elements present on the two sides of the equation. Then on the left side there are reactants, on the right side there is a products. Then the elements sodium, oxygen, hydrogen and sulfur. The number of atoms on the reactants are 1, sodium 1, number of atoms in the product 2, oxygen 5, number of atoms in products 5, then the hydrogen 3, in products 2, then the sulfur 1 in reactants and 1 in product. It is seen that the number of atoms of all the elements on the two sides are not the same. It means that the equation 10 is not balanced. Now step 3. It is convenient to start balancing an equation from the compound which contain the maximum number of atoms. First, in the equation 10, there are two components, Na2SO4 and H2SO4, which contains the maximum number, that is 7 atoms each. Here is a chart. Number of sodium atoms in the reactants in NaOH and in the product is Na2SO4. So initially first the number of atoms is 1, number of atoms of sodium is 1 and number of atoms of sodium in products are 2. After balancing 1 into 2, this is equal to 2 and in products 2. So this is balanced. It should be remembered that the formula of a compound cannot be changed while balancing the number of atoms. It means that here to make the number of sodium atoms in the reactants as 2, the formula NaOH cannot be changed to Na2OH. Instead a factor of 2 will have to be applied to the NaOH. So the reaction is 2 NaOH plus H2SO4, then the formation of Na2SO4 plus H2O, and the equation is 10 dash. The equation 10 dash is not balanced as the number of oxygen and hydrogen atoms are unequal. Here the sodium atoms are equal, but the oxygen and hydrogen atoms are unequal on the both sides. First, balance the hydrogen number as it requires a smaller factor. Third, apply factor 2 to the product H2O for balancing the equation 10 dash. Now write down the resulting equation 10 double dash. This is the equation 10 double dash. 2 NaOH plus H2SO4, then the formation of Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. Here is the chart. The reactants are on the left hand side and products on the right hand side. The elements are Na, oxygen, sodium, oxygen, hydrogen and sulfur. The number of atoms in the reactant of sodium is 2, in the product 2, oxygen 6, in the product 6, hydrogen 4, in the products 2, then sulfur 1 in the first equation 10 dash. Then in the next chart is given here, the number of atoms of hydrogen which is balanced here. In the reactants, the NaOH and H2SO4, in the products in H2O. Here initially there is a 4 number of atoms, then in number of atoms of hydrogen 2 in the products in the first, then by balancing this is 4, 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So 4, it is balancing. Check whether the equation 10 double dash is balanced or not. Yes, it is balanced. It is seen that the number of atoms of all the elements are equal on both the sides. It means that the equal 10 double dash is a balanced equation. Step 4. Write down the final balanced equation again. 2 NaOH plus H2SO4. Then the formation of Na2SO4 plus twice H2O. This is the equation number 11. We saw that in a chemical reaction, reactants get converted into the new substances called the products. During this, some chemical bonds in the reactants break and some new chemical bonds are formed. So as to transform the reactants into the products, we will be studying the types of reaction in details. Types of chemical reactions. Chemical reactions are classified into the following 4 types in accordance with the nature and the number of reactants and the products. First is the combination reaction, second decomposition reaction, third one is displacement reaction, and fourth one is double displacement reaction. Now we are study about combination reaction. Try this. There is one activity. Apparatus, test tube, glass rod, beaker, etc. Chemicals, hydrochloric acid, ammonia solution, slacked lime, etc. Activity 1. Take a small amount of hydrochloric acid in a test tube. Heat the test tube. Dip a glass rod in the ammonia solution and hold on the top of the test tube. The ammonia gas and hydrogen chloride gas reached to form the salt ammonium chloride in gaseous state first, but immediately due to condensation process at room temperature it got transformed into the solid state. As a result, white smoke was formed. This is the reaction. Ammonia plus hydrogen chloride, then the formation of ammonium chloride. Activity 2. Here, hold a magnesium strip in a pair of tongs and ignite. On burning in air, a white powder of magnesium oxide is formed. The reaction can be written in the form of equation as shown below. 2 Mg plus O2, then the formation of 2 MgO means magnesium oxide, and this is the equation number 13. In this reaction, magnesium oxide is formed as a single product by combination of magnesium and oxygen. This is the diagram. There is a chemical reaction, burning of Mg ribbon in the air. Here the burner is given and the In the pair of tongs, the magnesium ribbon is held and the white powder is collected in the china dish. Activity number 3. Take water in beaker up to half of its capacity. Add a few pieces of slacked lime calcium oxide to it. Calcium hydroxide is formed by the combination of calcium oxide and water with generation of a large amount of heat. This is the equation: calcium oxide plus water, then the formation of a calcium hydroxide plus heat. This is the equation number 14. The definition of combination reaction: when two or more reactants combine in a reaction to form a single product, it is called as a combination reaction. Thank you.